Hello, my name is Len Williamson. Welcome to an oral presentation of Being Alive. This is a project proposal which forms part of the work for an MA in photography at Falmouth University. All photographs in this presentation are taken by me unless reference is made to another source. I've spent my whole life curious about the meaning of my own existence. This project presents another opportunity for me to inquire into this subject. Through photography and photographs, I propose to explore the idea of being alive. In this presentation, I want to tell you about me, my current practice, and my current ideas on how to approach being alive. The photographers and writers I currently believe can offer support to my work. The project methodology I propose and expected deliverables from this project. I'm as curious as ever about who I am and how to make meaning of my life. I built and managed global trading organizations in the oil industry over a 30-year career ending in 2006. During this time, I lived and worked in the UK, Belgium, the USA, Singapore, and Spain. For 10 of the last 12 years, I have been coaching senior executives in large organizations. I returned to photography 2 years ago after a 20-year absence caused by the pressure of work, family, and lack of time. 3 years ago, I noticed I could not stop taking photographs on my iPhone and decided it was time to have another go. Over the past 2 years, I have gone to places that appeal to me and have tried to capture in a photograph something that pleases me and hopefully others. My camera has become my companion. I go somewhere and I experience the place with my senses, trying to be fully present in the now. At some moment, I am compelled to press my shutter to capture something of what was there. I consider my photography to be a mindful activity. It really gets me to look for what there is available to me in any moment. In many places I go, I find the process of photography settles me into a very calm state of being. I can be surrounded by hundreds of others as in this moment taking a photograph of the Alhambra, but totally alone, looking hard at what is there. Although alone, I'm not lonely and thoroughly enjoy this particular solitude of seeing. I'm curious about this. Why do I need to take a photograph? What does it add to my experience? What need does it meet? I know I get a buzz out of it. In my project, I intend to seek answers to these questions and in doing so expect to discover more about what is going on for me. To get up to speed with the current technology and techniques, I took a 12-module diploma in photography with the Photography Institute. I joined the Royal Photographic Society and actively participated in the landscape and documentary groups to learn and to improve. The editor of the Royal Photographic Society's landscape magazine approached me and asked if I would be willing for my piece on my visit to Tuscany to be printed in the Winter 2018 magazine. The photographs I've shown you so far are my current practice. I will take more of these and enjoy doing so. In the Masters, I want to also explore other forms of photographic expression. And these two photographs of Falmouth Pier were taken close in time to each other during the Living Image Symposium at Falmouth. Both are photographs of Falmouth Pier. Which one is more representative? Which one is more real? Why? Which idea do I wish to progress further with? Being alive is an opportunity to explore these questions. This is another image of the waterside at Falmouth Pier, taken around the same time as the other two. It excites me. It moves me. The colour combinations are harmonious and strident. There is something alive in this capture of the movement effect of the reflection of the sun in the sea. In my project, I want to improve the work I do capturing the moment in what I would call realism. I also want to explore other representations of the moment that contain more of the ambiguity and complexity of being alive. I've shown you some of my current work and some ideas on how I want to take it forward, and I want to talk about the idea for my project. Very much a piece of work in progress, and I am very happy with it at this stage of the process. I want to put a spotlight on being alive. First, some context. Over 18 months in 2008 and 2009, I attended the USA Cleveland Gestalt Institute's international program. Along with 35 classmates from all over the world and a faculty of 6, I studied and worked with communities in Ireland, Singapore, South Africa, Holland and Portugal. It was a life-changing experience for me. It changed the way I saw being alive by showing me ways of being really present in any moment and better understanding my own existence. In 2009-10, I obtained a Master's in Psychology at UCL in London in Cognitive and Decision Sciences. My thesis considered why two people with the same information make different decisions. Being present, making meaning of my existence, and ideas about how we think and make decisions are all subjects that profoundly interest me. One of my Bibles from my Gestalt experience is Gestalt Therapy by Perls, Hefferlein and Goodman. Chapter 1, Fritz Perls explains the aim of this book is to assist you to discover yourself and to mobilize it for greater effectiveness in satisfying your requirements both as a biological organism and as a social human being. I'm going to show you some detail now from which all I want you to take away is that there are a number of ideas to achieve the intent given here. In my project Being Alive, my intention is to use photography to represent these ideas. The book first works on orienting the self and placing it in the environment. After this is established, it works on manipulating the self, which is all about action. In each, there are 3 subdivisions. There are then 11 experiments within orienting the self and 7 experiments within manipulating the self. All I want you to take from this slide is that there are 18 experiments and each one is defined. An experiment is a set of instructions. Let me try to illustrate. Here are the instructions for experiment 1, feeling the actual. Try for a few minutes to make up sentences stating what you are at this moment aware of. Begin each sentence with the words now, or at this moment, or here and now. The project Being Alive will explore ways of representing each of these experiments through photography. I'm excited by and scared of how I'm going to achieve this. I trust that solutions will emerge as I get to work. Experiment 1, for example, is about being aware of here and now. The here in this and the following 4 images is spatially exactly the same. This was a now, 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 now. Each image is the same here, but each has a different now. One idea would be to let viewers go through such an experience of images and let that have whatever impact it has on them. This is a thought process about an approach, and I'm sure will change as I work on the project. That is my idea for the project Being Alive. The first weeks of the MA programme have been massively stimulating from the material of the course and seeing the diversity of work of fellow students. The Living Image Symposium left me bursting with ideas at the end of each day. I can't wait to get out with my camera to explore ways of capturing each of the experiments from the book Gestalt Therapy. I can see myself doing the equivalent of trying many, many hats to see which one fits. In looking for help, I have sought out photographers who express an idea in the way they make their images. Diane Arbus' images make me keep looking. In this image, I think of the loneliness and the challenges man has making meaning of his life. Dorothea Lange has a way of representing an idea that is as powerful today as it was when first shot. You don't need to put hunger or despair below this image to explain what it's about. Noel Clegg's representation of solitude is such a strong idea. I feel a strong link between me and the tree within the image. It represents something about my own loneliness, whilst at the same time suggesting a beauty and a strength that is present within solitude. The tree is all alone, but is strong, upright, and reaching out to the world around it. The simplicity of this image is powerful for me. Rohan Riley's Spirit similarly uses minimalist representation to turn my mind to the vastness of the universe around us and our solitude within it. Recent work by Martin Parr explores Britishness. I like the simplicity and clarity of his pictures that get the idea across so well. This reminds me of childhood holidays at Mablethorpe, wanting to be by the sea, but finding every way possible of not going in the water. Reality and existence are not clear, simple, or in focus. The double exposure approach used here by Mohammed Farid expresses well the complexity that is present in any moment of existence. There are competing shapes, ideas, and chains of thought interleaved in our minds within our streams of consciousness. The methodology I propose for the project are to read and research the issues relating to the role photography can play in representing the ideas within the book Gestalt Therapy, develop original and distinctive ways of expressing the ideas of being alive in photographic form, debate and investigate this subject with a wide range of practitioners with differing styles and approaches, construct a teaching program combining instruction in being alive and photography. The project deliverables are to be a body of work in photographs and other media expressing the ideas of being alive through representation of the experiments in the book Gestalt Therapy, a class taught on the subject from which inputs to the project will be obtained, a website with a number of elements from the work including the photographs and work, words and presentation material, and of course a conclusion. As Pearls describes it, each experiment will state some instructions by which, if you so desire, you may launch yourself on a progressive personal adventure wherein, by your own active efforts, you may do something for yourself, namely, discover it, organise it, and put it to constructive use in the living of your life.